have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
So we're gonna talk about phase one, and phase one is what do I really need? Yeah, if I'm just starting out and I want a website that I can show people what I'm creating, look for free option. If you don't have a budget, look for free option. So you can look for free option. You can look some websites that can offer you things that you really need. Let's say you're a barber, and if you're a barber, you need a booking system. Facebook can help you with the booking system. Calendly can help you with the booking system. You do not really need a website for that. Yeah, if you want to create your own brand and develop your own brand, you can do that. Yeah, but when you create a website, do not always look what you really need. Look at your customer. How do you get your customer? And based on your customer, it's important to know, can they find my website? Does my website integrate where my customers are? So can it integrate with Facebook? Can it integrate with Instagram? All those stuff. So I'm not saying you need to make it too complicated. What I'm saying is just look at the basic stuff. When you look at the basic stuff, you know, okay, you know what? This is what I need. I do not need more than that. Because sometimes you see some people, they let other people build the website for them. They have a lot of functions in the website, but they don't use it. Are you one of those people? So phase one, it's really important. Think about what you really need and think about your customer, because they are paying for it. You have to see it like this: you're not paying for the website, you're investing. And if your customers, it's important to know how you get your customer. If you can get your customer through your website, it's okay. Sometimes you see some people, they build a website, and the website, it's okay, but it doesn't have any traffic. And what happened? You build the website and there's no traffic. Is that you're paying every month for the service, but nobody's going on the website. You understand? You may say, okay, you should make it so everybody can see it. So use Google Ads or other stuff. Doesn't work. What I'm saying that is because you need to look at your customer. If you don't have a customer, start with the first one. How did you get the first one? Sometimes I saw some people, they only use Facebook page. And with Facebook page, they get a lot of customers. Why is that? They grow through that. And they're not paying for the Facebook page. But the customers come through Facebook or through a group. But most people think they need a website in order to show what they are doing. I sometimes see some photographer or designer, they only use Instagram to show their portfolio. And they still get customer. Do you still need a website? Sometimes you see a lot of people putting a lot of effort to bring people to their website, but people do not understand how to use their website. That's also another thing that you need to consider. So when you're building a website, look at your customer. The customer is important. Where are your customer? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Are they on YouTube? And then build your customer. You see out there a lot of, how do you call it, funnels and all those stuff. That's great, really. That's great. It may work for some company, but most of the time it doesn't work because those people do not know who their customers are and how do they get the customer. If you're starting out, start with the first three. It can be your friends, family. Ask them, hey, if you would like to get my service, how would you order my service? What's convenient for you? You go from that one to that one, the other one. That's simple. So a website is great, web development is great, but always look from your customer. Yeah. So if you look at this phase, you don't really need a legal document yet. But if you're using other services, it's important to know what you're allowed to use and not. So let's say I'm building a Facebook page and I can use a Facebook page to get customers. So let's say this is my Facebook page. This is my Facebook page. And my customers like it. They like to contact me on Facebook, and they can get my WhatsApp or whatever. Yeah. or they can contact me personally on Facebook. So they love it. Yeah. The thing is, it's important for me to know what are the terms of Facebook. Same apply for a group. If you get lost a customer from your group, it's important to know what are the terms of Facebook, what are the guidelines of Facebook. Same applies for Instagram. Same applies for YouTube. You need to know the terms. Why is that? Because when something changes, it will be difficult for you to and your customer communicate, or when you do something wrong, Facebook can say, you know what, bye bye. You understand what I mean? Bye bye means bye. Your Facebook page doesn't exist anymore, and customer don't know how to connect you. You understand what I mean? You also have other people that don't want to rely on big companies. They create a Slack account. Slack, if you do not know what Slack is, just Google it up. It's a program that you can use in order to create a community. You have Slack, you have Discord, and you have other services out there. What's important for you is important to read the terms. Look up what the terms are, and look up what you can and what you cannot do. But always keep your customer in mind, because if you use Slack or Discord, it's most of the time hard to get customer to go on your Discord. You understand what I mean? So keep that in mind. So it's hard to get your customer. I did something wrong. Yeah, it's hard to get your customer into Discord, and that's sometimes difficult. So we have a Discord or a Slack. It's hard to get the customer from here to this. So keep that in mind. Yeah. So here it's also important to read the terms, but most of the time they give you a lot of freedom to create your own community. But on Facebook, they're already on Facebook, and if Facebook see you do not meet the requirement of the guidelines or the terms, your page will be terminated. Yeah, that's the downside. And a lot of people think, you know what, it's better for me to create and invest in my own website. Nothing wrong with that. But the problem is, how do you get people on your website? It's the same, how do you get people on the Discord or Slack? You understand what I mean? So that's something you need to figure out. But when you use certain kind of things, always read the terms. The terms may be long, you don't understand it, but always look at the most important part. What can you do and what you cannot do? Most time you can find it really easy in the terms of company. Keep that in mind. So at the beginning, what do you really need? The legal documents that you really need to look at are the terms of the things that you are using. Let me give you an example that happened recently a couple of months ago. Facebook, you could use on Facebook the groups, you could promote it, but Facebook changed the terms, and because of that, a lot of companies cannot promote to Facebook. Another thing that happened is the following. Let's say there's a new rule on the Apple device that you can block other apps from tracking how you use your phone. That affects Facebook, because Facebook track a lot of things when how you use your phone. And the problem with that is they cannot offer certain kind of services if you're using Facebook advertising. And the problem is they need to change that. Because they need to change that, you don't have control over that. And because you don't have control over that, you do not know what will happen with your page or the way how you acquire customer. So it's important to know. How you got your customer, and if you can transfer them to a place where you can talk with them that's easy for them to use. So a website is convenient, but not a lot of customers go to your website. So it's important to have traffic on your website. So that's phase one. So the idea, what do you really need? The legal documents that's necessary. You need to look at the terms of the things that you are using. Look at them, look at what's important. And if you have question about it, just go to this link, martisz.bio.link. And then you go to Law Center and press that. And on the Discord, you can ask me questions directly about this topic. If you like this stream and you want to support it, you can press donate now, and you can donate directly to the stream. And if you want to support me, and because I provide you information, You can buy me coffee, and the coffee is $3, $4, doesn't matter. You can buy it, and make sure you do it if you want to support me. And then, yeah, that's good to go. So let's say if you have questions, just go in the law center. Then you can ask me question about these things.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be